Hello traders, it's Samurai Trader here. Welcome to this session. In today's session I'm going to be discussing a few things that may ruffle the feathers of a few traders. I'm going to be showing you how to gain one winning trade after another, but that's easy. What I'm about to show you is easy to do. But what the real question is here though, do you have what it takes? I have thousands of members that own my program around the world, and I deal with literally dozens of traders each and every week. I have my personal coaching clients that I coach personally and my group coaching sessions, and this comes up time and time again that traders are trying to make trading like brain surgery. Richard Branson famously said, any fool can make something look complicated. Yes, if you're selling expensive software, you can say, or indicators, you can say you need these because of this, but some of the world's best traders are pure price action traders. They trade directly off the charts. Yes, they might have a few simple indicators to assist them with their decisions, but there's no need to spend a fortune when it comes to trading. And I also have to say this, there are literally hundreds of trading systems and methodologies that really do work as long as they're traded correctly and the right way. Most traders don't know how to do that, but I'm about to give you some ideas and things you can walk away and immediately implement that will have a massive positive effect on your trading. But you need to be open-minded, and that's where I've got this little statement here. It's not about the strategy, but it's about you. Do you have what it takes? So as always traders, if you're new to my channel, there is a risk in trading, so please read the disclaimer. Please feel free to pause the video and read the disclaimer. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do, and visit my website and request my free training manual. I've actually got two manuals now. I've got the Truth About Day Trading, and I've also got a manual there which you can download on technical analysis. And just before, this is basically the last ad for $197 traders. Everything I'm talking about here you now get. It's actually over 15 different strategies. It's now over 250 hours of online sessions, training videos. As one member described my Google Drive, where I've got hundreds of items, he said it's a gold mine. And it includes all of my indicators, 197 all up. Visit my website, request my ebooks, and I'll just give you a good idea of what I do. There is no need to spend thousands of dollars. Save that for your trading account. Now let's get into it. Now I'm going to show you some strategies very soon, but very important. I want you to reframe your thinking for a moment. Stop looking for reasons why these strategies don't work and focus on the reasons why they do. Don't let your negative past experiences steal your future. Over 70% of my members have come from a tough trading background, and I even have members now that are still losing because they don't follow the basics. They're impatient, they're not willing to follow the rules. All of this takes the right training. As I show you some of these things, I want you to be saying to yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this? How will this improve what I'm already doing? Because I promise you it will make a massive difference. Now leading into that, this is an important statement. I'd rather be an optimist and wrong some of the time than a pessimist and right all of the time. Many traders, after they've blown their account 1, 2, 3, 4 times, they become great pessimists. Nothing works because they're always remembering the mistakes they personally have made, and in most cases traders man up. It's your fault. We've broken our rules, or we've been counter trend trading when we shouldn't have been, etc. Right? We need to man up, step up to the plate and draw a line in the sand, because we can make a difference. You can succeed as a day or swing trader if you go about it the right way. One of the greatest challenges for traders is many traders are psychologically damaged. It's true traders. They become psychologically damaged because they've blown their account 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and every time they look at trading, they're remembering their mistakes instead of thinking about the setup that they have before them. Now, you don't have to do this in mastering the art of day trading. I've been doing this now for over 25 years. I've invested, traders, it's hundreds of thousands of dollars. I've been in a fortunate position where I've been able to employ full-time staff, write codes. We've basically reversed engineered a ton of stuff, and you know what, I've gone full circle. Some of the stuff I've had for over 20 years I'm using today because it works. Some of the old floor trader strategies have been around for many years. They work. Now, if we look at what Mark Douglas says, and if you haven't already read this book, this is a fantastic book. Mark unfortunately passed away, I think it's only 2 years ago now, but The Disciplined Trader. And Mark was, in my opinion, the very best trading psychologist. And in his book on page 209, he talks about how to become an expert. And as he says here, to become an expert, choose one simple trading system that identifies a pattern. Now, when you become a member of a Day Traders Fast Track program, I teach you around 15 different strategies. And the reason I do that is, if you open up Tradesman's Toolbox and you look in, he's got a different tool for a different job, and we're fairly much the same when it comes to trading. However, you start off with 3 or 4 key strategies that are all closely related, that are what we call trend following, and you build your career from there. You don't start divergence trading, or if you are divergence trading, unless you're consistently profitable, stop now. It does a number of things. It builds your confidence. You build confidence in yourself, and you build discipline. And discipline traders is like a muscle. The more often we exercise it, the stronger it gets. That's what it really comes down to. So the strategies that I teach are really right out of Mark Douglas's book. They're rules based, they're pattern based, they're geometric patterns, and they're not rocket science. So what a strategy is, the right strategy and a methodology, what you want to have is an edge. What's your edge when it comes to trading? Now, what it really stands for in the trading industry, an edge is that there's a higher probability of one thing happening over another, a greater probability over 20 trades. And this is the first error that traders are still consistently making. They're so focused and fixated on the one individual trade. The single trade traders is random. Anything can happen. You're on one side of a trade, you've got a trader on the other. If he goes and you can get a stack of traders on the other side of your trade and change things. But what is, say for an example, if you're trading with the trend, if you're trading a T25 as we call it, a floor trader pivot strategy, or a pullback, a retracement, what is, if you're trading with the trend, that is an edge there alone. So an edge is, if you trade with the trend, if you buy on a retrace when the trend is up, a floor trader strategy, it's a trend continuation. That's an edge. You know that over a probability of 20 trades that you're probably going to be right a good 60 to 75, 80% of the time. You need to have an edge. Now, this quick example, we're going to go to the charts in a moment, but here's 3 trades that I took, and I didn't even take every trade here. I had a setup here, I had a setup here, of course I had one here, I had another one here, but there's a couple, and even this one I still could have scalped. So this is an edge. What are we looking at? We've got a downtrend. Everything is heading down. I've got a fanning of the EMAs. If we were to look at my anchor chart, and we're going to look at some charts in a moment and look at these, we'd see that we're following in the trend direction of a higher time frame. These strategies kick butt, but they're not rocket science. Anyone can learn these. The secret is, it's not these, it's you, the trader, in following the rules. Let me just quickly show you. I've got to quickly show you this right now. All right, we're live right now. It's the Globex session. Excuse me, it's just about to turn 5 p.m. Australian time, so London's about to fire up, so we might see some real activity in a moment. But the point here is, this is my anchor on the right. What is my anchor chart telling me? Look at my EMAs. What's it saying? The trend is up. Let's just trade with the trend. Right now we've got some counter trend trades off here. I won't go into those at the moment. They're really reliable, but initially all I want you to do: one winner, two winners, three winners, four winners, and in a moment you're going to see why you'd be packing up your bags and finishing for the day, all of those in less than an hour or so, and you're finished. Now this is just live. Let's go and have a quick look then at the NQ. Now the NQ, it's 5 p.m. and I'm just like, if we look at this here, we had 1 2 3. Now here with his reasons why you would sit this out. You've got a nice little double top, as you can see here. So you've already got 3, and I'll talk to you in a moment about the returns on these trades, but they're high. You could virtually be packing your bags for the day based upon those trades. Now what is really important here is this: I can show you these winning trades, but what does it mean to you? Traders that have a compelling future, that is, they can see their goal in front of them, they have enough reasons why, will stick to their goals. And unfortunately not enough traders have a compelling future. Now here's what I want to quickly show you, and I know some of you may have seen this in the past. I want you to sit through this again, because not enough traders have in front of them what their daily goals are. They don't have a daily report card, they don't have a business plan, and that's what trading is about. And we're going to go back to the charts in a moment, but here's what I want to show you. With CL, if you were to target 4 net trades a day, now CL, the black gold, is $10 a tick. After commissions, say $5 per trade, it's $2.20. On the NQ, it's $5 a tick. 4 11 tick trades a day give you $200. Now we're going to see in a moment why this $200 margin is so important. I'm going to show you, if you haven't already seen this in one of my other recordings, because what I'm about to show you is what is a realistic target to be aiming for, particularly if you're day trading. On the ES, which is $12.50 per tick, 4 by 5 ticks, which is $62.50, that's $2.30 after commissions. Now the EC, or the 6C, which is the euro currency futures market, now to get 4 9 ticks, you've got to be a lot more patient. These can fire off in an hour. You can be over and done with within an hour. There are quiet times, but generally speaking you're over and done within an hour or two. The EC, or the 6C, as the symbol is known on NinjaTrader, you've got to be more patient. Likewise, to pick up 210 pip trades a day on the Forex, it's on a standard lot, but this is the target, and here is why I'm after 200. This is about creating a compelling future. If you started off with $5,000 worth of capital, okay, for those traders that don't have 5,000, you start off by trading the mini currencies, or by trading a micro or a mini lot, and building your account over a period of time. But if you start off with 5,000, and every time you double your money and you risk no more than 2%, in actual fact, my average stop here, you'd only be risking 1.75%. But if you're earning $200 a day, and I do have to say, to average 200 a day, you need to have a minimum target of 300 a day. So we are targeting 300 gross to net our 200. In 5 weeks you doubled your money and you've gone to 2 contracts. What it comes down to, traders, within say 20 weeks you're earning $20,000 a week. Your capital has grown to 126,000. Now I already know some of you are saying, crap, rubbish, I could never do that. And you know what, you're right, you never will do that with that attitude. You know, look for the reasons why these work. We are talking about trend trading. Let's start to ask our brain, which is the greatest computer in the world, give me the answers. How can I do this? How you do this is start trend trading. Trade with the trend only until you're consistently profitable. 4 or 5 net trades a day, you're achieving this. Now when it comes down to trading 40, say 30 contracts at a time, or even 25, is that realistic for everyone? Absolutely not. The myth of the $1 million trade, it's a myth. There's very few, because when you start trading your own capital, it's totally different than, say, when you're trading someone else's. Realistically, to be trading 5 to 10 lots we call it. That's the average person can easily build up and be trading 5 to 10 lots. Okay, if you're trading a 10 lot, you're only going to be netting around $10,000 a week. Now I know you can't really live on that, but it will pay a few bills. No, seriously, you have to look at say if you take a young gun, all right, a 25 to 30-year-old. I'm in my late 50s, all right, and by the way, age is nothing but a number. But when it comes down to it, all right, I'm not going to trade 100 lots. I don't feel comfortable. It's not within my style or my personality. Now trading 5 to 10 lots, sure. There are some other things that that I'm not really talking about here. For an example, right now where it is what we call the Globex session, it's the after hours market. Now when you're trading the after hours market, the market's a lot thinner. Now with the NQ right now on the bids at the moment, there's only 4, 5, 6 at each level contracts. Now on the ES, you're looking at 40, 50, 150, 200 contracts. On oil, we're looking at 30 to 50. So you've got tons of volume on oil, on the ES. NQ is a lot slimmer, but if you're trading 1, 2, maybe 5 contracts on the NQ, no problem. But look, I don't want to get bogged down with the semantics right now. The fact is 200 a day, 1 contract, taking your time in doubling your money. This is how you build wealth. Now okay, you might be thinking, gee whiz, I've got 20,000, I'm going to start trading 4 contracts. Not if you're my member, or not if you follow my advice. You can, but traders, you've got to earn the right to be trading more than 1. You double your money first, and what it's doing is it's building your confidence level, and you don't even start trading real capital until you've mastered each setup 100 times on the simulator. But that's another conversation that I cover extensively in my program, because there's only one way, traders, to master the art of day trading, and it's the right way the first time. Now what you've seen here on the charts, and we'll quickly go back, I want to show you a couple more setups that have just set up. This ain't rocket science. Okay, you can use time-based charts. Time-based charts, I won't get really bogged down now because I wanted to keep this under 20 minutes. We're already up to 17 minutes, but big wicks on time-based charts are evil. Okay, that's why I prefer to trade tick, volume, range, or Renko. Now I love a combination between Renko and tick. All right, tick I'll use for fine-tuning entries, but I love my Renkos, what you see. And for a for a new trader, Renko's also great for smoothing out your charts. So there's different types of charts that you can be using for a new trader now, Renko and tick, but these are the ones that I recommend: tick, volume, range, or Renko with trading with the trend. Now in my program, and we are, as I mentioned, about to go back to the charts in a moment, I'm handing you the blueprints of each of my strategies, the A to Z, step by step, how to instructions on how to do this. As I said, I don't want to make this into a big long advertisement, but you can do this. But be kind to yourself. I was running a new member webinar this morning, and as I said to them, treat this as an internship to master the art of day trading. Don't flick off yet, we're going back to the charts, by the way. To master the art of day trading, you need to give this a 90 to 180 day time period. You need to be kind to yourself. Because it's so readily available, virtually anyone can open up an account now. Virtually everyone feels that, okay, I can open an account, start trading. Wrong. It's not how you do it. There's certain protocols you've got to go through to do it the right way. I want you to do it the right way. I could be saying, oh, traders, get in, you'll make all this money. Crap. BS. There's only one way to do it. It's the right way. So let's go back to the charts, because I want to show you a couple of things. Okay, now we're back on the NQ. Now what's happening here on our anchor chart? We're only looking for long trades again. Right here we just had a slingshot. We had a break of this little consolidation zone. I've got a slingshot trade. It's a plain vanilla slingshot. Now if I look at these here, each one of these, by the way, is worth, each one of these bricks is worth $30. So each one of these moves here is 15. So 15, 30, 45, $60 in that little move. Now remember, I mentioned we're after a minimum of 11 tick moves. Now you can trail using what I call my trigger line, the blue line here, or using my ATR blue dots. Is multiple things. You go and hit one of these, so you've got a with trend, you've got a with trend, you've got, well, this one here actually I didn't call because it was straight after this little double top here. I would have taken that one, and the reason being is you've got to be really careful about these. When you get a little double top, a double top which you see form on basically every market, either a double top or a double bottom, is quite often the market reaching exhaustion, and you'll see a deeper pullback before you get a trend continuation. So statistically, I prefer to give the first signal a miss unless you get a deeper pullback. But if it does continue, what you do, you're looking for the break, and I'm looking down here. This is giving me, and for my members, if this is a plain vanilla rule of one right there, or a T2, whichever one you want to take. You've got a couple of options. Let's go back and have a look at the ES. Traders, this is how simple you can make it. So let's quickly go through the rules. On my anchor chart, are the EMAs trending? Are they up? Yes. Or if we were going short, will they be down? Yes. Okay, on my entry chart, are the EMAs fanning? Yes. So I had an entry. Thank you. Now remember, on the ES we're after 5 ticks, which is 62.50. Now these are 2 tick bricks, $25. So each one of these little nodules up here is $12.50. So we've got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. That's $125 in that move. If I was to trail, well, actually I would have got out, you would have given back a bit. There's at least 8 ticks, $100 there in that move. I'm talking about 5 ticks. So you had one of them, 1 2 3 4 5. You've wrapped your trading up, and that's without even trailing. Now you can say, well, look, oh, that's easy, you picked a trends. Traders, I've just started recording, and that's what's happening on them right now, on the charts right now as I was talking to you. So you can be the skeptic and you can say, no, that would never work. Bullshit. Traders, this is what you see in the market. The world's best traders are willing to sit back and just wait for the fanning of the EMAs. Now what if though you are experienced, or as you develop your skill set, can we make money from these pullbacks? Absolutely. This is what we call a T3, or you've got what we call great angulation. So between here and the gold, do I have room to move? Yes, I could have scalped the market for 4 ticks. Now with 4 ticks, yes, that's only worth $50, but you can get some great scalps. It really comes down to how fast you are. But traders, trust me, until you're consistently profitable, just trade with the trend. If I could show you how to earn an extra $1, $2, $3, $5,000 a week, would you be open to listen to the advice that I'm giving? Well, most sensible people say yes, but the biggest thing we've got to get over is being pessimistic. Because to really master the art of trading, we need to be open-minded. Now I'm not saying you don't verify the move. Okay, you can verify it, and you want to verify all of the setups, but think about the logic behind what I'm showing you. We're trading in the direction of our higher time frame. We're waiting for a pullback, which we also have on the higher time frame. This is the most logical and sound trading methodology you can ever trade. Why make trading like brain surgery? You don't have to. Traders, you can learn all of these strategies that I teach in trading with the trend, the counter trend, how to recognize when you're in shop, all in my program. And you don't have to spend thousands. Don't go and spend thousands. Save that for your account. So please visit my website and find out more about my program. There's a ton of videos on there, and I've got new stuff coming out every week. In my members area, there are now hundreds of video recordings, ebooks, research reports. There's just a ton of stuff there. Traders, thank you very much. Be open-minded. Thanks, traders.